Red button means we're live, a casual take with your boy Steven Pepper, here to give a take off my chest. So, what have been the Yankees' two biggest flaws all season? A home run or bust offense and a shaky bullpen. Okay, it's why they lost the division to the Blue Jays, and it's why they lost game one last night to the Red Sox. Now, listen, you can blame Aaron Boone all you want for not keeping Max Fried in longer or putting Luke Weaver in that moment. But, guys, at the end of the day, someone had to come out of that bullpen last night for the Yankees and close the deal. But right now, they can't trust a soul to do so. Unlike the Red Sox, who can get 117 pitches from Garrett Crochet and then relieve him with the Aroldis Chapman throwing 100 miles an hour, arguably the best in the world right now. I mean, Aroldis got out of a bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, no-out jam without surrendering a run, which gets to my second point, is that the Yankees are now the second team in playoff history in this old sport to not score in that situation. Because after getting three straight singles, they started swinging for the fences. Swing and miss, fly out, swing and miss. Listen, I get they're the Bronx Bombers, but the Red Sox just won that game last night, putting up 3 runs without recording a homer. They playing the right way. They don't have a shaky bullpen. They're not home run or bust, and that's how it should be in October. And now the Yankees got to do something that no team has done since the new wild card format was implemented in 2022. Which is win the series after losing game one. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. Heck, they always say there's a first for everything. But you can take your frustrations out on Boone. I don't live in New York, so I don't have access to WFAN. I saw a little bit on Yankees Twitter last night. They do this after every game, but I bet after a playoff loss, everyone's going to be screaming for Aaron Boone. Fire Boone. He got it outmanaged again. What do you want him to do? Okay, I agree with Boone. Boone said post-game, Max Fried, you could kind of see it. He didn't really have it after his last batter, and I believe so. He started looking gassed. He was kind of all over the place, getting walks. He was walking on tight ropes on those final innings. I mean, he pitched 102, went 6 in a third. What more do you want him to do? Yeah, you relieve him with Weaver, but guys, it's baseball. You can't win a World Series without a freaking bullpen. Someone had to come out of there last night and seal the deal, and as disastrous as Weaver was, I've been critical Weaver for blowing games all summer, and he was disastrous in the 7th. He wasn't the only reliever for the Yankees who gave up a run in that game. Bednar did, and he was a deadline acquisition for Pittsburgh, supposed to be the closer. Okay, if you want to blame something, Yankees fans, you got to blame that offense. Okay, because they went a long stretch in that game without putting the guy on base. I mean, from Volpe's home run in the 2nd to Volpe's single in the 8th, Crochet retired 17 straight Yankees. That's just not good enough. The Red Sox put up 2 or 3 runs in that stretch. You got to be better. And by the way, that was an excellent Volpe game. You can't waste those because I don't know how many you're going to get, given how his regular season was for Baby Jeter. Excuse me. But I don't know. Like, you're making me defend Aaron Boone up here. I'm not a Boone guy. Never have, never will be. Very critical of Boone, if you remember, over the summer. I called it the Boone swoon when the Yankees were in June losing all those games as to why they choked away the division. But he doesn't have the luxury, to be fair, of having his ace going 117, and on that 117th pitch, he throws 100 miles an hour, and then relieve him with Chapman, who can just throw 100 miles an hour every single pitch and get out a bases loaded, no-out jam in the ninth. Doesn't have that luxury. Well, maybe don't bench Rice and Jazz next game. I don't think he will today. But to be fair, did I 100% agree with the decision? No. But I do understand why he did it. Those guys aren't great against lefties. And Crochet is arguably the best lefty in the world. You know what you should blame, though? That offense had an inning where it went 1, 2, 3 on 6 pitches. It's October. That is unacceptable. So listen, you can take your frustration, fire Aaron Boone, Cora outmanaged Boone again. He can't beat the Red Sox in the postseason. We can do this, guys. I'm not a Boone guy, so we'll see after tonight. But I thought last night spoke less about Boone and more about the two Yankees' flaws out of Boone's control, which is their bullpen is extremely shaky, extremely unreliable, extremely up and down, and an offense that just swings for the fences. They could have won that game if one of those batters, Stanton, Grisham, or Jazz, decided, let's not get a home run. Let's not get the grand slam. Let's put in a 2-run single and go tie this game up at home. But they didn't. And now the Yankees, who are tied for the best record in the American League, believe it or not, could have their season end today. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in this episode of A Casual Take. Follow me on social media at StephenPepper38. Are the Yankees winning tonight? Should they fire Aaron Boone? Until next time, see ya.